In the southwestern corner of the world of Mirabellis, beneath the third hottest of her suns, lies the Outlands, a hostile territory of outlaws and curses. And yet, among the unforgiving sands, there's mystery, treasure, perhaps most importantly, freedom. It's these temptations that bring folks of all kinds to the Outlands. Want to meet a few? Well then, how's about a little roll call?
I'm Ben Pimental, and I play Alden Ambergris, a man with as many secrets as coins in his pouch.
I'm Gurkowski, and I play Percival Wynnemark. I don't try to be the best, it just keeps happening.
I'm S.J. Nelson, and I play Madge Smalls. All I really have is a ladle and a dream, and some visions.
I'm Shaylee Bowman, and I play Kaia Vaeloris, wrestling with fury and blood, trying to master the storm inside her.
I'm Patrick Holt, and I play Twig. I may have a bit of an attitude, so don't poke the bear.
I'm Stone Mountain, and I play Zero. And I'm just a guy. Normal guy. No magic here. No, sir. Don't worry about it.
And pulling the strings is the game master. It's me, JP Coletta. So, let's jump into this episode of Roll Call. When we last left our heroes, they finally managed to temper the condensers and get everything back to stasis, and it seems like Duskrith is safe for now. But Caelen, having lost a couple things to Silas in the theft, does need to get something done about it, and so he's invited you back to his workshop to discuss terms of perhaps hiring your party. However, unbeknownst to the party, Kaia pulled Caelen aside, stating that she doesn't really trust this new group of strangers to Duskrith. But Caelen assured her that there's more to them than meets the eye, and even if they are motivated by selfishness, perhaps we can use that for altruistic purposes. And with that, we begin our episode with you all walking out of the... What's the word for it? I made up the word for it. Waterworks. Well, I guess I didn't make up the word waterworks, but you walk out of the waterworks and back onto the main strip, and you loop around to the section of town directly next to the waterworks, which is behind its own sort of miniature set of walls. Caelen unhooks or unravels another valve that, with steam, opens up this gate to this gated-off portion. And as you enter in, you are instantly met with a bunch of metal buildings that jut up from the sands, like a jungle of metal and wiring. Steam escapes from the valves that connect various buildings, and there seems to be hustle and bustle and glow from each of these buildings, as it seems like work is going on there day and night. There are all sorts of different odd shapes and sizes, some rectangular, some circular. But at the center is a sort of tower-esque, a cascading tower of iron and steel that is jutting up from the earth towards the heavens and leaning slightly to the side. With as you approach this great metal tower, Caelen reaches his hand out towards it and just sort of makes a few marks on it, does a pattern with his hand, and as he does, it glows with runes, and suddenly you feel the ground beneath your feet shake as these doors part and reveal inside a sort of modest-looking abode. There are 2 or 3 staircases to nowhere with metal doors that seal off 2 on the upper level and 1 on the base level, further expansions. At its center is a table with a large machine with 2 gears on either side that seems to be ever moving on its own, with a blue stone in the middle that seems to power it. On any given side, you see multiple different lab tables with beakers and bobs and various valves and sort of accoutrement that seem like multiple experiments are going. The ground is littered with paper, and journals and schematics and other things. Not to mention, these papers extend up the wall with various ideas and musings. And at the top is a large domed window, a skylight, if you will, that lets in the gentle moonlight into the electrically lit workshop. Well, this is the old place. You can make yourself at home. Here. And he goes ahead and hits a button, and there are no chairs, notably, in this room. But as he hits that button, about 10 chairs just rise up from the floor, from these little trapdoors. He goes, take your pick. I don't like clutter, so I tend to keep them below the floor. Well, sit. Please, sit.
Have I been in here before?
You would have, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
I sit in my designated seat then.
Absolutely. It's probably the one nearest to that center desk with the machine, because that's where he will stand like a pulpit to speak to you all.
I think I will look over to Twig, because I know he doesn't like mechanical constructions, and I will sort of give him just a reassuring nod and maybe guide him and I to 2 chairs next to each other.
I think Twig will go with Zero, but he'll just stand behind whatever chair Zero sits in.
I love that. Great. Well, I can't thank you enough for helping me prevent catastrophe tonight. And I can't thank you enough in advance for your future assistance. As you may have well picked up on, we've had a few run-ins with these rust brands lately. At first, I'd heard word of them spreading around the Outlands. They're just a common bandit gang. However, they've started taking things a bit more valuable than just gold. And that's why we've been targeted in particular. They seem to be after, which I might say is particularly peculiar for just an outlaw gang. They seem to be after the same things that, that the Guildlands government has been interested in for quite some time. They refer to it as ROC-19, or as I like to call it, Sunstones. And he goes ahead and he presses a button, and that machine that was currently turning in a gear suddenly flips, and from beneath it is this suspended sun. Actually, it looks very familiar to you, Twig. It is basically a miniature sun, although this one seems a bit smaller than the one you saw, that is being contained by this heat mirage force field. It glows as he puts his monocles down as goggles, and it reflects off of them. This is the result of grinding and using a sunstone as power. It creates a miniature unyielding, practically. It's one of the greatest power sources in the world. It's rare. Many people want their hands on it. And it's the secrets to Duskrath's continued success.
Alden is gonna get... it's down at, like, coffee table level?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alden's on his knees with his, special glasses, just, like, as close as he can physically get to it without, like, burning his eyebrows off. Like, just inspecting
Yeah, that's
it.
gonna be, yeah, you're not gonna, I will say, you start to, like, get in close, and you actually do literally feel a spark on your eyebrow, a little bit, like, oh, okay. So you need to maintain about 4 feet of distance from it, so as to not burn yourself. And that's when you notice that this desk is not simply made of wood. This particular desk is made of pure iron, and everything surrounding it is made to contain this heat.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I
Indeed.
really didn't think I would see any of it this early on.
Have you been looking for it?
Oh, I am quite interested in ROC-19, among other things. I was going to wait to bring it up, but we were talking about payment if we were to help you. I'm not a man who needs much money, so if you would be at all open to taking on an apprentice of sorts, I would be honored, based on the things I have seen thus far, only having been in your town for a few hours, to learn from you.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
I mean, honestly, I don't... If this is what I think it is, I don't care if I... Wow, I'm rolling really well. But, if it's what I think it is, he may just
I will say,
choose
it is his red monocle. You
Am
may
I-
choose to fail.
I think I'm gonna choose to fail.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled really well for the first time all campaign, and I think I'm gonna choose to fail.
So, his red monocle is fixed on you, and it extends out. It seems like he's scanning you. He goes, "What would you want to do with a thing like this?"
Well, something I wouldn't be comfortable. Looks around the room for a moment, sharing all the details about with you at the moment, but suffice it to say, it would help quite a lot of people.
Where are you from? Alden, was it?
Galdrick's Gate, sir.
Coldrick's Gate. What's your last name?
Ambergris.
The Whaling Clan. Merchants. Traders.
Yes, sir.
I suspect your family is
I will
worked its
admit,
way in.
I am adopted, not born to the family. I'm certain people have their opinions about my family and the people that they deal with, as do I. I feel like I can speak freely here. There are things I respect about my family, but I would not say we are aligned.
You watch as that monocle just zeroes in just a little more, becoming a little smaller and a little more narrow as he looks at you. He goes, I think this warrants further discussion. But
I thought it might.
be understanding if I can't promise that I can give you one of the most powerful substances on the known planet.
Oh,
Off of
trust
an
is
initial introduction.
I understand. It's one of the many reasons I would like to work with you. Because if I don't find it on my own, I'm sure you would be someone that I would reach out to for help. I would love to work with you regardless.
Very well. Trust is earned. And it's important to know exactly who you're working with. And
Exactly.
exactly the kind of person they are.
Couldn't agree more.
No. He puts his monocle away. And he puts the ROC 19 away by hitting a button. And the sun is now gone. Well, it seems as if they got a little of 19. But perhaps more pressingly, they've stolen 2 more things from us. First, you saw him flaunting. Well, actually, both of them you saw him flaunting. First of which being that regulator coil. Takes a long time to make a new one, and I don't exactly have metal to spare, not to mention the arcane focuses at the center of that particular device. Without it, I can't safely run the condensers, and if I can't safely run the condensers, I'd say we have 2, maybe 3 10 days left of water left for the entire town, if we ration. So without that regulator coil, I'd say we're done. And, perhaps most secretly, I'd appreciate it I'd very much appreciate it. Sorry, gets a little flustered. And if you could bring me that vial that Soilus was flaunting. The one with the runes.
Percival's gonna step up. But can I ask what was in that vial?
You can ask, but I won't tell you.
Okay.
That is a bit of my secret research. It's not that I don't trust you, but I wouldn't want that falling into the wrong hands, as it already has. Kaia, I ask you to trust me. Just bring it to me, please.
Yeah, I think it was pretty obvious, but Kaia was very shocked to hear that the vial was a secret, and I think her not knowing about it made her feel awful. I think a lot of things are running through her head, so I think that Caelen addressing that doubt kind of did take her by surprise a little bit, because he's addressing many people. But I think she just... Sure.
Thank you. Just understand. ROC 19 in the hands of the good, it can do incredible things. It can pull water straight from the earth. It can power cities, and it can create utopia. In the wrong hands, it's a weapon, and a dangerous one. What's in that vial? It does no good to anyone. I'm not studying it so I can use it. I'm studying it so I can combat it.
Did they use the ROC 19 on the wall?
ROC 19? No. Couldn't do anything like that.
Do you know what they did?
No, I can't say I fully understand it. I have theories, but I don't fully understand.
Can I insight check?
You sure can. But I'm gonna roll against it. Oh no, but he's intelligence, not charisma.
Oh, my insight's not as good. It's still not bad. 18.
18. Unfortunately, with his 19 plus 1 on a check, he
so fair.
Seems like he's telling the truth.
I'm still suspicious, but I'll let it go.
Yeah.
Quick question above the table for the GM.
Mm-hmm.
Would Percival have heard anything about ROC 19 from the expansion core?
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. So no, you would never have heard it called ROC 19.
Okay.
But if you heard reference to sunstone or sun-cracked resin, there are 2 different names for it, that you would have absolutely heard of. And in fact, they're very interested in mining that material themselves. Well, what do you say? Do you think you can recover those things for me?
I think we can do it quite easily. You saw how easily we took care of those bandits earlier. This will be a walk in the park.
Aye. It's not so much the rust brands I'm worried about. Well, as much as it's the deserts and that soilless fellow gave me a bad feeling. I don't often get bad feelings about people.
Do you know of this man? Have you met him before? Have you heard about him before?
I heard his name. Not Silas, but the title he claims, Sand Shadow. He's been, if he is the same Sand Shadow, he's been pulling the strings here for the past year or so. Never anything too serious until now. Just odd jobs, robbing people, bandits, stealing from the mines. But they say that he disappears from a crime scene as quickly as he appears. Says it's like he was never there. He's a hard man to find. It's not so much the fight I'm worried about as much as the finding part. Now I'll help you as much as I can, but I can't leave Duskarth now undefended. Not with our heavy deposits of 19.
And is the 19 safe? Is it well guarded here?
Aye, especially now that Kaia's band is back. We have Boris. We should have enough to defend ourselves. That was a particularly weak moment we had. And not to mention, as you mentioned, that weapon they used at the front gate. Took us by surprise. But I think we can fend for ourselves. That's why I only want to send a small team out for recovery. You all would be led by Kaia here, would keep an eye on you. She's very capable, as I'm sure you noticed.
I am happy to lead. Yep.
Inside check.
I'm gonna make myself roll a disadvantage. She's not doing very well.
Oh my god, so garbage.
You can choose to fail if you want.
I choose to fail.
Thank God, because I got a 7.
A 7?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What are you? Are you just like making sure she's? Are you like looking for her lie or?
She said happy to lead, and there was something about the way that she said it that made me second guess whether that was true.
Yeah, no, she kind of wants nothing to do with this entire party.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, but I'll say, like, she also chose to fail, so I'll give you even more that, like, she clearly doesn't trust any of you. Mm-hmm. And she is very, very suspicious of intentions.
Cool. Well, I'm glad to hear it. So, well, this is quite the party, isn't it? Normally we have Normally the introduction to Duskearth is a lot more fun, but, well, seems you've already made yourselves at home at Elbows. I suppose I'll give you the information I know and send you on your way so you can prepare for your journey tomorrow. First place I would begin checking if I were looking for the Soilus and the Rust brands, well, is a bit of a ghost town. Quite literally, actually. It's said to be haunted. It's out along the barren lakes. There's an old town, abandoned now, called Iron Hook Crossing. The rumors say that the Iron Hook people just walked out into the desert one day and never came back, and that the place is cursed by the unyielding. Some of the acolytes claim that there was, the acolytes from the Sanctumara, claim that there was blasphemy going on, so the town is cursed. Others claim that they just couldn't handle it. It's a former guild outpost. Mining town. Since largely abandoned. That is where it's thought that the Rust brands began. Set up operations because no one will go near it. If I were looking for clues, I'd start there. It's about 3 days' journey by skiff. Over the Copper Hills and onto the Barren Lake itself. Now, Barren Lake's quite a dangerous place, as Kaia can attest.
Yeah, but we'll be fine. Well, as long as we stay away from, the sand sharks.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Certainly.
The what?
The what? Yeah.
Just the, sand sharks. It'll be fine. You'll be fine. They're not super common, so I'm sure we won't even encounter them. We'll just have to walk kind of like quietly and make sure not to move the sand that much in certain places. That's fine.
That's true. Correct. And hopefully the skiff, yes, when you get to the lakes, that is the thing. You will have to walk across, because the skiffs might draw too much attention from unwanted visitors. Should only take you half a day to do.
Right, so a hike where we need to avoid sand sharks.
Yeah.
Well, and giant scorpions and other things, and then, you'll find your way to a haunted town that is said to be cursed and filled with ghosts and spirits and other angry things.
Is there payment we could receive up front? And
my God.
Well, it doesn't sound like this is, the safest of procedures.
It's no easy ask. It's true. I doubt gold will do you much good out here, but what I can do is give you supplies. And perhaps Well, perhaps if you... I can't do anything too in depth ahead of time. We only have 24 hours, but I could spend the night. Any of you have any magic items or weaponry that I might be able to whip up overnight? I could pay like that.
Wrong accent. I'm just enjoying yours so much. Like requests or like upgrades to existing things?
Simple requests or simple upgrades. Bear in mind I only have 24 hours before departure, so I can't promise any miracles. But as you can see, and he goes ahead and gestures to the symphony of steam and experiments happening around him, I'm quite the tinkerer.
I did have a question. I don't have a, how do I say this, a proper way to exist outside of Duskrith. I know some people have spells cast on them or other accoutrement that let them breathe and exist in the heat. Could I possibly obtain something like that? I don't need much. My ladle does just fine, I think. But I'll take a breathing machine or something.
It's not a breathing apparatus. Although those can be quite useful too if you're going to go under the sands. But I think what you're asking about is heat protection from the rays, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you see, our friends over there, I'm pointing at Zero and Twig and Alden, pointing to the little circles that you're wearing. They're wearing, some outdated technology, but it'll get them done just fine. But you're all welcome to have these. And he goes ahead and pulls out what looks like this old rusted... It looks far worse than what you are wearing, but he pulls out these, rusted pins. He goes, trust me, the metal's a little old, but the infrastructure's much better. Those will run out in a 10-day. These will last you a year. Please.
Well, I'll take it. Thank you.
I have enough for everyone. And he goes ahead and he puts it out. He goes ahead and just describe to me, what are you wearing?
A Madge?
Yeah.
Madge has on a black tank top and a big old green shawl. And a lot of accessories that she has clearly made by hand.
Okay. I see. He's probably gonna put it just on the shoulder of the tank top then, so it doesn't get removed very easily. And he pins it on there and it hits a button, and suddenly you are covered in the exact same heat mirage that you would have noticed covering Duskrith on the outside of the wall.
Oh.
You'll need that outside of Duskrith, but I've built an apparatus that keeps us safe without them inside. So you're able to save battery while you're in here. And he goes ahead and turns it off.
Oh, thank you.
The rest of you all can take them as well. No offense to whoever gave you those pins, but they're just not the same. Not to brag.
We'll take better ones if... As I'm affixing this to my vest, I'm kind of leaning into him. You're an artificer, yes?
That's the word.
Do you know any wizards or clerics, maybe? Anyone who deals with curses?
Curses? Well, we had a clergy member, but acolyte of the devoted. Very nice man.
Did someone say wizard? I'm sorry. I did hear someone ask for a wizard, and I am right here.
Well, it appears we've got a wizard right in front of us.
Do you deal much in curses, Percival?
Oh, no, not at all. But I did hear you say wizard.
Right.
Well, if it's curses you're looking for, you're actually headed in the right direction. That clergyman I mentioned, Father Brian, he headed out into the deserts towards Ironhook, hoping to find the cause of the curse. If you find him, I mean, please send him home, but I'm sure that he'd be the first person that I'd look to out here anyway. We don't get a lot of the religious folks. They tend to think this lands are cursed. As far as wizards, we've had them come and go. A few low-ranking wizards around town, but no one I would put up to the task of curses, not like Father Brian.
Right. Well, okay. And Zero kind of shrinks back into himself, just sort of lost in thought.
Can Kaia do a... She's really gonna try her hardest here. Can she do like an Arcana check or something to see if he's like cursed? She's really trying to dig into her roots.
Sure, make an Arcana check. I'm not gonna lie. This is not an easy DC.
No, she's not. It's a +0.
Right.
Could Percival do that as well, as he's watching Zero walk past them?
Sure.
That'll be a 13. Not bad, but not great.
13, the number of curses.
24.
Interesting. Okay. Kaia, you look at Zero sort of intensely, like doing like a bit too much of an intense stare. And it's just nothing. There's no aura. He's just a guy.
But Zero definitely sees me staring like this at them.
I walk faster back to Twig.
Now you, Percival, you try to tune into the arcanical force, the aura that surrounds all magical creatures. And I will say, the only thing you notice is that this person certainly has a magical aura surrounding them. And you can't really say whether it's a curse or not, but there is just something a bit odd and off about the aura. Something just seems not quite free-flowing and normal.
Well, do we have the, should we head out now or in the morning?
I would recommend the morning. Take the night, rest, recover any resources you have. Any resources you need will be on me. Feel free to drop by our shops. Pick up any basic healing potions you might need, some rations. And certainly, one more word of warning. You're going to want to bring water, and lots of it. You can get dehydrated out there. And now is where the GM speaks above table to introduce us to our special campaign mechanic. Dehydration is a big thing in this world, and water is a precious commodity. So, for every day you go without drinking water, you incur a level of dehydration. Each level of dehydration, there are 7 levels of dehydration. It has a different adverse effect, of which I will not be telling you until you occur it, except I will tell you that step 7 is death. So if you incur 7 levels of dehydration, you die. The other 6 do some not so nice things as well. And water, as Caelen may be alluding to, is not exactly simple to come by out here. So, that being said, stepping back into the world, Caelen pulls out a water flask. A water skin, I should say, this brown sack. And he goes, this has a similar setup to a bag of holding. This will last you about a 10-day. I have one for each of you. If you haven't returned, it's 3 days there, 3 days back. Leaves 4 days to get things done. If you're out there for longer, you'll need to find your own water. Bear in mind, not all outposts have these condensers. We're the only one. Everyone else relies on underground lakes, groundwater, or cacti. Make sense? Kaia knows the drill. Alright, and he hands out these water skins. Remember, depending on the source of water, you can fill up to a 10-day in there. But that's all they'll hold at a time. I mean, obviously, you drink some, you fill it back up. But once you leave that water source, you'll only have a 10-day. That's very mission critical. Now, you'll be well rewarded. Don't worry, I understand that some of you are wondering why you should be putting your life on the line. Well, some people do good because they want to do good. And I reckon that if you found your way to me, something isn't going right in your life. And that's all right. But here, we take care of each other. However, if that's not satisfactory enough, many other people come to this desert for riches. And it surely contains them. And if my plans come to fruition, there will be riches aplenty for everyone. And I would certainly remember those who helped me save Duskrith.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I'll start getting rations together for everybody and other preparations. You guys can rest up or go to the shops, as Caelen suggested. But I'll get the necessities and fill up some sacks for you all.
Thank you.
Let's head back, Twig. You look tired, and we should debrief.
Of course. I'm talking your ear off. You're all welcome. Spend the night at Elbows. As I said, everything will be provided. And happy resting.
Caelen, you did mention if we needed anything before we headed out. At least from you specifically, I wouldn't be looking for any upgrades at the moment. The one thing that I thought I might ask you about, though, is just a bit of reading. Do you have any manuals on you?
What sort of manual are you looking for?
Oh, anything that would help sharpen my mind or my reflexes.
He smiles. And he clicks his heels and floats up all the way to the top of his like seeming maze of stairs to nowhere and to the top of his bookshelf collection. And he goes ahead and he's sort of singing to himself while he does it. See, no, I know. No. Here we go. And he goes ahead and he hands you a book. It's this blue leather book with binding that has this like gold tassel down the sides for marking your place. And on the cover it says Sky Chess for Dummies.
There was, there are two wolves inside of me. One was really hoping that you're about to hand me like a manual of quickness of action or whatever the one is that helps your intelligence. But then the other one, the entire time that you started that response was like, don't fall for it. Hey, don't fall for it. Was like aggressively tapping the other wolf on the shoulder, being like, hey, you're being stupid. He's not gonna, it's a bit.
This is my own personally annotated copy of the most of a guide to one of the hardest games on all of Mirabilis. Have you ever played yourself?
I've only heard tales of Sky Chess. It seems quite foreign to me. But if you think it's worth learning... And he gets
very, very excited. It certainly is. Tactics, strategy, and overall sharpness of the mind. And he reaches under his table and pulls out this... Well, what looks like a tower at first, but then you realize it is actually 3 chessboards stacked on top of each other. One 9x9, one 7x7, and one 5x5 in this sort of like pyramid form. Goes, this is a little more complicated than your average game of chess. You have to think in multiple dimensions. Let's get out of here. And he just starts explaining the core tenets of Sky Chess to you. See, we have the upper skies, the middle skies, and the lower skies. There's different advantages to starting on both. Now,
yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I think truly seeing... I mean, not that we're trying to avoid the entire group, but I think seeing Alden get caught up... as usually we travel as a trio, Zero is not going to wait to see, like, when he goes to get the book, the two of us will have already gone back to, what is the name of the inn? Elbow Room?
Elbow Room, yeah.
Yeah.
The old Elbow Room, yeah.
And I think Zero will, as there are still people about the town, I think Zero will stay quiet until we get there, and say to Elbow, I know we're putting you out, for these free rooms. If it helps, me and my friend Twig, we can share a room.
Oh, well, of course. Romance is alive in the desert, I see.
No, not like that. We're used to traveling. We're just friends.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to assume. I just happy to see it. Happy to not see it.
Or we can just pick a room.
Yeah. It's here. Y'all go in.
I thought you two were... I tagged along. I walked like 10 feet behind you guys, but I didn't say anything the entire time. I speak up from 10 feet behind. I go, I thought you were gay lovers, but if not, that's all right.
Why would you... What?
Hello?
No, we're just good friends.
Oh, that's all right, too. I'll take my key, please.
All right, yeah, sure. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not here to be the arbiter of love and romance in the desert, so you can both be in room 17, and you can be in room 18, right next to him. Keep an eye on him.
Oh, I will.
You do see Zero has crimsoned. Is blushing, takes the key, and quickly goes up to room 17.
Yeah.
Come on, Twig.
Madge will continue to walk 10 feet behind you, but not say anything.
Can you, like...
Well, good night, Madge. We'll see you in the morning.
Good night. Sorry, I don't know how to talk and act real well.
You're
but,
over there.
No, I'm your neighbor. You guys... I think I like you guys. I hope you have sweet dreams.
But I go in and then I sort of hesitate. Madge, are you going on the mission?
I think so. I really don't. I'll be honest. I don't really know how I even got myself here at this point. This is the last place I ever thought I would be. I think a lot of people were meant to come here. This was the furthest I ever thought I would ever come in my life. So, at this point, I really have nothing left to lose. So I think I may as well go and tag along.
So you're not friends with the Percival guy?
Oh no, I met him like 3 days ago. I barely know that man. I met him on a skiff. I was in a barrel. It was it's really hard to describe.
Huh.
Okay.
No, I kind of snuck my way here. I don't mean any harm. I'm running. I'm from Moray Lumen. If you know what that is, the religious country. I'm not really familiar with even being in the sun or anything. I've never seen the sun in my life until about a few days ago. I'll be so honest.
I think you see Zero soften. He was very focused on this thing, and he's like, hey, yeah, well, yeah, just stick with us, or maybe Kaia. She seems to know her way around.
I'll tell you, we're no strangers to running, so
definitely.
That's nice to hear. I heard a couple officers, and then I had to go. So I'm a little scared, but you all seem very nice, and I'm not real good at talking with people. My only real friend was my grandma, so I'm very strange, but I think you're great. Good night. And she goes and she runs into her room and slams the door.
I think she has a crush on you, Twigsy.
I don't know about that, but
as we walk into our room, she can swamp. You're like nature.
Okay, well, she can hang out, but I don't know about that. Look.
All right.
Okay, look. Don't be mad at me. I think we need to take this job, but I think we gotta destroy this sunstone thing, man.
Oh, yeah. I had a feeling you were...
He said it makes weapons. That's the same kind of stuff that destroyed my whole village.
Look,
they got plenty of water here. They don't need another one.
Okay.
We can rob them blind later. We're really good at that.
I know. You're my number one, Twig. If that's what you want to do, then we'll do it. I know you don't like the industrial types, and I know that Alden was a stretch. And we've gotten some gold out of that and some opportunity, but...
He's nice, but I don't... What are they all about?
I don't know. I say we take these pins and take this mission as far as it goes, and if you want to destroy the Sunstone, I'm with you. And then maybe we could just go find this priest I want to. You're so strong and good at stuff, and I want to. I'm not just saying that, Twigsy. I want us to be free, be actually free, and that means gold, and that means power. And we've got a little gold, and you've got a little power, but I'd like to pull my weight.
We can get you looked at, for sure. But
okay,
we should still. We gotta keep moving.
Yeah, let's go with them. I think it's in the same direction as the priest. We'll destroy the Sunstone if you want, and then we'll ditch them. Wherever you go, I follow.
And I guess if the Madge girl wants to come along, she can come along too.
Yeah. The three of us, sure. Just a bunch of runaways. It'll be fun.
Madge is clanging in the room next to her. You hear a lot of loud clangs and bangs and things. Don't worry about it.
She's eclectic, but so are we. So
she swings that spoon real well.
Yeah, seriously. She's like, underneath that cloak, she's like ripped. I feel like everyone we've met besides Alden is like super ripped.
Really big, strong ladies.
Yeah. If we are going to do this Sunstone thing, I don't know if Kaia's going to take too kindly to that.
Okay, yeah, she's definitely in this Caelen guy's pocket, but I mean, we could probably convince them it's a bad idea, right? You saw that thing's all. It's a sun. It's an unyielding in your hand.
Yeah, no, I bet they'll probably be fine with it if they just get the, what was it called? A capacitor?
The water thing. They can have the water thing.
And honestly, I'd like to take a look at the vial. I have an idea that maybe the vial has to do with the explosion that we saw.
Oh, yeah, let's snatch that.
Yeah. And then we can, I don't know, we'll
figure it out from there. We got a year with these things and 10 days of water, so we could replenish the water somewhere, I'm sure, and then we get out of the desert, we're good to go?
I think so. Yeah, sounds good to me. Okay.
What?
I'm sorry that I'm sorry that I've been kind of in the way. These situations haven't been our usual stuff.
Well, I think it's probably not to be mean, but it might be more dangerous if you get involved.
Yeah, I'll let you handle it.
But if I can't handle it, feel free to make it more dangerous.
Careful what you wish for. Okay, let's get some sleep.
Yeah. And Twig will kind of roll himself up in his blanket on the floor.
I love that. I'd also like to mention that the room that you are in, so you have rolled up on the floor. You have taken the bed, which, by the way, this bed is themed Zero. It has it essentially has a canopy that looks like a covered wagon. And when you look up onto this canopy, you will notice that there is a picture sort of sewn into it of Elbow at the bar, just giving you two big thumbs up.
Like an embroidered picture?
Correct, yes.
That's adorable. I love Elbow.
God, protect Elbow at all costs, you guys.
Zero will lay down in the bed, sort of reflecting on the day, and be almost startled by this embroidery, and then it's gonna roll onto his side and sort of watch Twig as he falls asleep.
I'd like to mention, Madge, this is the same thing exists in your room. It's in all the rooms.
I think all the clanging and the banging you hear from Madge's room is going to bed at night and then just seeing that face, and she just goes, I hate him. And she is just using her spatulas and like tinctures to try to like rip this thing off. It must be like magically put on or something because it's not budging. And she's like, I hate him. And then after 20 minutes, she wears herself out, and then she just goes to bed. She sleeps on her stomach with her face
I
in
will
the
say,
pillow.
what you do manage to make happen is, like, you manage to just cause a few tears that all seem to magically repair themselves. But the one tear that seems to stick is you manage to get some of the thread around his eye in a streak to stay, so it looks like he has one singular tear.
I don't care.
I didn't think you did.
I think that gives me, that's my victory. That's my victory lap. I go, all right. I go to bed on my stomach.
Well, as all of y'all are falling asleep, camera pan back over to Caelen's workshop, and he goes, you see, and that is why he was the champion of the entire Obedient Belt, because he made that play in the final round. You see, that's the advantage to starting from the bottom. Now, let's talk about starting from the top, because...
Now wait, you mean to tell me Bob McWeave did all that before he was 25?
I'm telling you, just the same. That's the thing about humans. You get things done so early on. Bob McWeave got all that done before 25. I barely got anything done before 100.
I knew that man was fast.
Fast. On the field and on the chessboard.
Now, we are going to... Wow, wrong southern accent. Now, we are going to go, rest, but I've very much appreciated this conversation and you loaning me this book to read. I look forward to reading this over our journey and hopefully being able to at least hold my own a little bit in the game once we return.
Oh, well, we'll see about that. Don't worry, I'll go easy on you the first time.
I appreciate it.
All right. Well, have a good night. I'm so sorry you had let an old man talk your ear off about a game, and suddenly it's the next day. All right. So now is he the only one left? Out of curiosity, did anyone stick around for this chess lecture?
Percival's...
No, Kaia left.
I think Percival.
That's fair.
Percival followed Kaia out. He stuck around for a little while, kind of looking around the workshop, and then left when Kaia did.
All right. What are y'all up to? I'll just start with Kaia.
Sure. I think Kaia is going to run back to her quaint little, not even a cottage. It's more like a sandstone shed. Like it has sandstone bricks, but it's very, very small. And she built it herself after learning new skills, and she's very proud of it. But yeah, no, it's very, very, it's very small and quaint. And it just opens the door, and she takes up like half the room as she like enters in, and she kind of has to duck her head. And I think she takes off most of her wrappings and her clothes, and kind of gets into some more comfy wear, probably some like loose long pants that are a little bit gray, and like a small tank top. And then I think she puts on her shoes again. And then I think she's going to go out to find Boris. But I think particularly she wants to go to the... I guess, were we just at the Forge Yards, though? We were not.
You were just at the Forge Yards.
Well,
yeah,
okay.
That's where his workshop is, yes.
Okay. I want to I think Kaia will wait until she's going to stay in her home for a little bit because she wants to go back out when none of these strangers are there. So I think she'll wait a bit longer, but she wants to maybe get some gear, I think is her mindset, from either Caelen or maybe Boris.
Okay. We will come back to that then, actually, and let's pan over to Percival.
Who just had the AC turned off because apparently it's too cold in the apartment. Percival actually was trying to catch up to Kaia when Kaia left, but seeing that she's kind of headed immediately back home, is gonna kind of rethink it and is actually gonna start to head back to Elbow's room, and kind of along the way, kind of just take in what the city looks like, and kind of just look at the people around. I haven't seen a lot of towns like this.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much in comparison to where you come from, I mean, nothing here is nearly as grand. It has its own sort of wooden charm to it, as it were. Everything here is sort of slanted or built as if it was built in a hurry, though not without thought and not without care. But this is not a town that seems like it's meant to last. It's not a town that is meant to be here forever. And it's certainly, I would say, also something very, very interesting for you would the novelty of walking into Elbow's room or walking into any of these buildings and seeing light, seeing fluorescent light that is not fire, that is not, or not like an arcane, like dancing lights or something like that, would be quite novel to you. Because this literally does not exist where you come from. You have literally never seen anything like electricity. And it's probably deeply strange.
Yeah, I think Percival takes some time to walk around and just like really take in a lot of these like more like electrical and mechanical things that he's never seen before. And I definitely think I'm going to kind of take a look at like the area around... What was that? The forge? What was it called?
The forge yards?
The forge yards. I think Percival is going to look around and kind of see if I see any sort of production, or I would probably know the basics of like ore processing and see if there is like any of that going on actively.
Oh, sure. Well, one of the square buildings towards like the side that's by the gate, you would very, very easily notice as you walk around this. Even at night, it is still a little cacophonously noisy with processes that seem to be running overnight. You come to this one square metal building that has a particularly large chimney that is gushing smoke. And it says Duskrith Metalworks on the sign outside.
Yeah, Percival's gonna knock. Let's see if anyone opens.
So you hear, as you knock, these doors are massive. These are huge doors. And as you do, doom, 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 you hear like an echo throughout the entire building behind it. And the clanking, you notice the clanking come to a bit of a hold. As then there's a brief pause before the doors swing open pretty forcefully for big doors, pretty fast. And suddenly they're standing in front of you, about a 6'2" human with salt and pepper hair, probably looks to be about like in his 40s, with weathered skin and just this very broad chest. And he wears pretty much no shirt, but a blacksmith's tied leather apron, and he's carrying hot tongs. And he goes, What you want, small fry?
I look down at him, as I am canonically 6'4". Percival actually chuckles a little. I guess I am a little out of my element, so you can call me small fry.
You're a big fry.
No, it's all good. I'm just checking out the area. I'm a little new here, and I wanted to learn.
You're checking out the area.
Yeah.
And you just knock on a big set of metal doors.
Yeah, you answered.
I cannot argue with that.
See?
What? So, what? You want a tour or something?
I would love a tour if you offered one, but I don't think you're in the mood for that. I just kind of wanted to see what you're working on.
You want to see what I'm working on?
Yeah.
Buddy, I just met you.
Yeah. I'm Percival, Wynnemark.
Tobias. And he clicks. Just Tobias.
It's nice to meet you, Tobias. So, what is going on here?
Well, we're processing various minerals into metals. You ever done any metal work, son?
Oh no, never. Other people did that for me. Not in a I guess in a way above it, but I just haven't had to yet.
Right.
I would love to learn.
What you want, really? You want to learn?
No.
Let me get this straight. You knocked on my door of my place of business at the middle of the night. Like, it's not even the night. It's tomorrow now.
You're working.
And you just knock on my doors. Yeah, I'm working because I work hard.
Okay, so you're
I've yet
up.
to see that from you. What? What do you want? You want me to teach you how to make metal?
Oh no. I just wanted to see if you were working on any sunstone. Oh, don't worry. Caelen already looped me in.
Wrong place.
Oh.
You want sunstone? Caelen deals with that himself.
Oh.
That's a dangerous mineral, and we don't make metal out of that. ROC-19 is strictly a power source.
Well, then I'm sorry for wasting your time. But it was great to meet you, Tobias. I hope I do see you soon.
You are one weird son of a bitch.
I've heard that many times.
I bet you have, buddy. Well, good night.
Good night. Oh, one last thing. Do you sell any weapons by any chance?
Well, I do take to blacksmithing in my spare time. Tell you what. Come by my shop on the main strip tomorrow. I'll set you up with something pretty for a nice price.
I can pay it no matter what the price is. So
Great, then it'll be twice the price.
No, you just told me that.
Good night. and he just slams the door in your face.
Percival's actually just gonna, probably after that, knowing what he was after, is gonna head back to Elbo's room.
All right. Panning back over to Kaia. As you sort of like make your way out in the middle of the night, you make your way to the outskirts of the docks on the outside of the wall where you know that you can usually find Boris. Boris tends to like to live alone on the outside of the wall, and you catch him outside of his hut doing what he normally does. There is this massive pile of gray sand on top of the regular sand that was once rock and rubble, because his idea of working out is just punching rocks until his hands bleed. And you find him doing this very activity.
I think she walks up. She sees him just going ham on those rocks. And late night exercise?
I have to get an extra set in. I missed my night workout. Dealing with those rust prints. You know how it is.
Right. Yeah, well, yeah. I need to work on that again because my forms, walking up on yours, it's always great, so.
Well,
yeah.
That's what 3 times a day does for you. I see you. You only do it morning. As I always tell you, you need to do more.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'm going out on this job for Caelen, and I'm bringing those people with, because Caelen thinks they have potential or whatever. Anyways, I would really appreciate if I could get some type of, I don't know, it feels weird to have stuff on my body. I don't want like armor, but something that will keep me moving and keep my agility, but also allow me to hopefully be able to stand up against some stuff further. I just know that you have scraps hanging around from like old shields and bracers and belts and things like that. So I just didn't know if you had any scraps of that left around.
I think I do have something for you. But you must make me promise. And he goes ahead and he walks into his hut. He also has to duck to get into his hut. And he walks back out with these leather bracers.
She sighs a relief. She's like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna make me spar you again. God."
Oh, don't worry.
You're not gonna make me. No, fuck.
I'm just kidding. These, I think you need them more than me. These are the last remnants of my clan that I leave. I didn't much care for my father, so the memory isn't well served by wearing them. These are worn by the strongest warriors in my clan. And I've taught you everything I know. So,
I can't.
Yes, you can.
Can't.
You take these, you get rid of memories of my father for me, because I don't want to think about him, and you make me one promise.
Okay.
You train 3 times a day, not 1. You train 3 times.
Okay, I will train 3 times. I'm gonna be, very finite on water, right? Not gonna have a lot of that.
That sounds like excuse.
Of course.
Does Boris ever make excuse?
No.
No. Boris got in fight tonight. Here Boris is, punching rock.
Yeah, but you're like made of rock. Never mind. Okay, whatever.
I told you, it's not that much rock. It's mostly skin. It's a little bit rock, but never mind.
She's gonna go in for a hug. She's gonna hug him and kind of.
He's like, never mind. Oh. And he just sort of like, and he reaches down very awkwardly and like gives you a hug and like sort of pats your shoulder. The pat kind of hurts a little, but not on purpose.
Thank you. Thank you.
Be safe, Kaia. And if I were you, I would keep my eye on the small one in the white suit.
Which one was that? I don't know their names.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Asshole or something like that. Started with an A.
Oh yeah. Oh, the country. Right, Alden, yeah.
Yes. Keep
okay.
your eye on that one.
Okay, why? Can I insight check?
Sure, you can. What are you looking for with this insight?
I want to know, like, why he cares about, like, Alden specifically. Like, why he cares about his...
You don't need to insight check.
health.
He'll tell you.
Oh,
I mean, you
okay.
can insight check this answer if you want, but he would say...
right.
He would say... He looks a bit too happy. I don't trust people who look a bit too happy.
Really? Well, I'm surprised that you trust Caelen.
Caelen is a complicated man. He seems happy on outside, but you know I've known Caelen longer than you. He's a man of great sadness. A man of great loss. Why you think he cared for all these weak people?
Good point. I guess I haven't really seen him any other way than what he shows me, so I guess...
Well, you saw tonight. He was not exactly, chipper, you see.
Well, yeah, but no one was. I mean, that was a horrible situation. I mean, rightfully so. It was a panic.
But he's a good man.
Yeah. Yeah, he has good intentions. I just hope that doesn't falter his judgment. I'll let you continue your activity. Thank you for these. And she holds them up, and she's really quite genuine with it. She cannot believe that she just gave or that he just gave her something that was so close to him.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, and remember, you would get those bracers, but you practice three times
a day.
All right. Be good, and keep eye on asshole. And he starts punching rock again.
And Kaia's gonna go back to her house. She's gonna go ahead and put them on, though. How do they feel?
Oh, they are. These are like, they haven't been stretched in a while, but they are a little big, so you do have to cinch them around your wrists. But as you do, you can sense that these are not just like simple bracers, but they are infused with... It's a type of magic that the Arcane Dominion, nor Sanctimara, nor even those certainly in the Guildlands would understand. It's a kind of magic that comes from pure will. These bracers have been passed down through generations, and you can feel the power of its former warriors coursing through your veins. And you can add, I believe they are called simply bracers of defense to your inventory.
Hell yeah! Cool, thanks.
Yeah, and with that, anybody else have any other business they wish to attend to?
Hey, JP, check your phone.
Oh no, I hate
More
this.
secrets.
Again?
Ben,
I
Alden
almost
is the
read that aloud
BBG.
instinctively.
You should have.
Hold on, I'm
You'd have
sorry.
loved that.
Read it
Don't
aloud.
be shy.
Read it aloud to the audience. We'll all mute up. Trust.
Yeah, certainly.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm down
So
to play ball.
you want to finish that conversation?
Well, or we can start it. I'm down to play ball. I don't know how or
let's-
where it's gonna go.
Let's
But
finish that conversation.
I did not expect to be all alone with him all of a sudden so soon.
All right. So
I guess as Alden turns around to say, "Yeah, we'll go back to the..." Well, you said you wanted to speak to me. It seems I have been left here because people are reasonably tired.
yes, it seems that way. And he goes ahead and he's sort of tinkering with something. as he talks to you. So, you're peculiar amongst this lot. The rest of them, well, apart from that Wynnemark fella, seems a bit, well, like the typical types we get around here. Refugees. And that Wynnemark fella, well, he's got his own set of circumstances that have led him here clearly. But you, I think you might be the only person who actually wants to be here. And that's interesting to me.
Why is that?
Because very few people, myself included, chose to be here. So, tell me, who do you work for, and who wants ROC 19?
The second question is much easier to answer than the first. On paper, I suppose I work for the Iron Spoke Consortium.
But off the paper, in the higher skies, he says, indicating the top layer of the chessboard.
Oh, I'm a freelancer. I work for myself.
Interesting. And what do you want with ROC 19? And what's the consortium want with the compound?
Well, I guess initially, the consortium and I want the same thing. To use ROC 19 to power a railway that crosses the Guildlands. Because they want to use it to further their agenda.
Valen's agenda, not theirs.
Well, you are in the know. Yeah, that sumbitch wants everyone connected so we can control everyone even easier. So, I'm gonna help him do it. I'm gonna make him watch it burn to the ground.
How do you plan on doing that?
Beautiful little word that I'm sure you've heard before called automation. Those simpletons in the Guildlands think it's some sort of mechanical marvel. You know as well as I do, you gotta use magic, or something magical.
Indeed.
So they'll think they got a bunch of mindless machines running their railway, and when the time comes, they'll dismantle it.
Interesting. So you plan on pre-programming in a revulsion protocol within each and every one of these automatons?
It's the plan as of right now. My expertise is, as yet, fairly limited. One of the many reasons I would like to study with you.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Sweet. Since I know I haven't long rested, would you say I'm still drunk as a skunk?
I'd say you've sobered up. Just
okay,
by,
cool.
by sheer roll. You know, you've been through enough.
Ain't no way. Just
20.
Is that it? For a total of?
For a total of, you said persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
22.
Okay. Well, you and I might have more in common than you'd think. And I'm certainly no friend to Valen. What do you plan on doing with him after your automatons have burned the entire system to the ground.
Now see, that I have not thought all the way through. You see, my brain is a little caught on the mechanical aspect. I'm quite open to the possibilities. I have no sympathies towards Valen or pretty much anyone in the guild, my family included.
Well, it's an interesting plan. But unfortunately, I don't think ROC 19 is the end of his plans. What do you know about ROC 21?
21? A whole lot of nothing.
That doesn't surprise me. It's meant to be kept top secret. I'll tell you what, Alden, was it? Alden Ambergris? If that's what you'd like to be called.
You sure do see a lot with those glasses, don't you?
I see plenty.
Well, since you've already seen for yourself, would you mind if I stretch my legs for a moment, so to speak?
Stretch away. I always like to know who I'm working with up front.
Alden will take off his glasses and his hat and set them on the table next to him, and gradually his facade, his appearance will shimmer and change until what you see is similar in bone structure, but the hair completely disappears, except for the mustache. Whoa, that's crazy. All the lights in my room just went out. I'm gonna leave it. And what you see instead of his, very lightly tanned skin is a shimmering, opalescent, almost crystalline looking form. And he takes a step towards Caelen and just says, "You are the first person to see my face in quite a long time."
And that's where we're going to go ahead and end for today.
What?
What's going on?
What the fuck?
Oh, that is awesome. Oh, man. What a good place to leave off, everybody.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Oh,
as
my
always, thank you so much to everyone for listening and watching. We, of course, as always, want to shout out our incredible artists of the show. We have our logo designed by @RealSimonBouille, not Bouillard, but Bouille, and character design by Jules in the Rain. If you're enjoying the show, please give us a 5-star review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It really, really, really helps us, guys, especially with the algorithm. If you're watching us on YouTube, go ahead, which you should, because there's so many silly things that you're missing if you're not. Go ahead and smash that like and subscribe button, and of course the notification bell as well, so that you can be informed when our episodes come out as soon as they do. And if you want to access to our bonus content, like downtime episodes where we talk about each episode and give you a behind-the-scenes scoop, then head on over to our Patreon at www.patreon.com/rollcallproductions and become a patron today. Last but certainly not least, please follow us on Instagram and Facebook at rollcallpod and tell us how much you're loving the show. It really, really does help us out. And thank you guys so much for watching.